Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This Top Crypto Bull here once again to update you guys on the crypto market. Let's get right into it. Alright, well, you guys probably already know, looks like the CPI data came in today and it came in a little bit hot. It came a little bit worse than expected. I guess on the year to year, it was expected, the forecast was 2.9% and it came in at 3%. And month over month, the forecast was around 0.3% and it came out higher at 0.5%. So that's why basically Bitcoin dipped all the way to 94k early in the morning, but basically has recovered by now. And also on the core CPI, which is usually what Jerome Powell and the Fed look at more than anything, the month over month came in at 0.4 and it was higher than the forecast. It was forecasted at 0.3. And the core CPI year over year, it was forecasted at 3.1% change, but it was actually a little bit higher at 3.3% increase year over year. So there you go. That's why Bitcoin dipped all the way to 94k this morning. But we're already back all the way up to, let's see what the Bitcoin price is right now. See, Bitcoin price is 96,617. Although earlier today, we dipped all the way to 94k, $94,066, but then we went all the way back up to $98,119, and right now we retraced again to $96,553. So that was the CPI today. It was kind of like a nothing burger. We just been going sideways anywhere. I mean, this past few days, we've already hit like 94,700. Yesterday, we got as low as 94,800. The day before that, we got to 95,000, and the day before that, we got to 94,730. So basically, the CPI was just kind of like a nothing burger. We just kind of been going sideways, for the last week, between like 94,000 and like 98,000. That's kind of been the range, for let's see how long already. Basically for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. So we fell back into this range between 90k and 100k for Bitcoin. That's what we didn't want to happen. We want to stay above 100k. But I guess we fell back into this range one last time. But at least we're a little bit higher. We are making higher highs and higher lows, because if you look at here, on January 13, we made a low of 89k. And and on the February 3rd trading day, we made a low of $91,178. So it's actually a higher low. So I mean, the chart's still still looking good. We're making higher highs and higher lows, in the long term. But right now in the short term, we're just going sideways. But I am very bullish. I do believe the cryptos are they're already popping actually. The cryptos are already popping, and I do believe Bitcoin is about to pump. Looks like PancakeSwap is doing really good. It's up 60% up for the day. So that's really good for Cake, CAKE. For PancakeSwap, it's the DEX on the BNB chain, on the Binance chain. And then one of the channel favorites here, XCN, is also doing really good. XCN is up 19.5% up for the day. So XCN is recovering. Hopefully you bought that dip. It did get as low as 0.018, so right under 2 cents. And and earlier today it did get as high as like 27 cents. And right now we're at right now the current price is 0.025. Yeah, not 27 cents. What I'm saying, it did get as high as 0.027 cents. And right now we're at 0.02595, almost 0.026. So XCN it's definitely very volatile right now. I mean, it was as low as 0.018, and right now we're at 0.025. And the local top came in at 5 cents. Let me show you here on the chart here. Hopefully you bought XCN when it was at 00 something. The best time to buy XCN was throughout the bear market, or at least anytime before January 14, when you could still buy it at 0.0025. But after January 14, it started to moon. And by January 26th, which is basically like 12 days, it got as high as 5 cents. So it did over a 20x, in 12 days, and now it's retraced all the way down to as low as 0.018, 0.0183. But we have bounced back to 0.025. So that's definitely like a 65%, a retrace. But if you saw my video yesterday, you would have seen that that's normal. For the altcoins to be doing anywhere from 50, 60, 70, 80% corrections during the parabolic bull run phase. It gets very volatile. The parabolic bull run phase is very, very volatile. It's meant to confuse traders and shake people out. That way, weekends or people that are fearful, they end up selling out of their position, and that's how the market maker makes money. But never sell in the red. It's never a good idea to sell if you're down. Always wait for the market to recover, because most of the time the market will recover, especially right now during the parabolic bull run phase. Even if you bought XCN at 5 cents, let's just say for some reason you bought it at 5 cents, you FOMOed in at 5 cents. If you sell right now when it's at 0.025, you're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose like half your profits. But if you just wait, you just gotta have patience. If you just wait till it gets about 5 cents, it will recover. And I do think XCN could get as high as 25 cents this cycle. So that's like about a 10x from the price of today. I mean, the ideal time to buy XCN, was when it was pretty close to the bear market low of 0007. I mean, I got in at 0.0017, which was a little bit off the low. I mean, you don't have to buy the exact low. It's really, really hard, to buy the exact low. But anywhere near the exact bear market low is pretty good. And then try to sell as close as you can to the top of the bull run. So I think top of the bull run for XCN. I think XCN is gonna keep running for a while. I still I do believe it'll keep running. But I do plan to sell once it gets to right around 25 cents. Yeah, 25 cents. Once it gets to right around 25 cents. Once it gets to like 17 cents, that's going to be like 100x for me. So, I'll be happily selling, around 25 cents. I do believe there's a potential that XCN could go even higher. I do believe it could potentially get as high as 50 cents. But I'll probably sell, take some profits at 25 cents just to lock in some good profits. But, I might hold some coins all the way up to higher prices, maybe even as high as 50 cents. So definitely, I do believe the altcoins are popping. Let's go back to the top 100 crypto bubbles. See what else is popping off besides PancakeSwap and XCN. We got S. The Sonic coin is up 15% up for the day. BNB is 12% up for the day. JTO is up 15% up for the day. Sui is 9.8% up for the day. Another one of my favorites. Even Trump coin is up 10.7% up for the day. Although I do not recommend buying Trump coin. There's not financial advice, but I'm definitely not buying any Trump coin. It might go up to like $20, $25, but it's very little return for the risk. The time to buy Trump coin was within the first 20 minutes that it launched. Just like you have to have been an insider basically. All the insiders like Mr. Trump, his wife Melania, and all the Trump family and friends, they made millions and billions of dollars because they were the insiders. Because after like an hour after after 20 minutes that the Trump official meme coin launched, it was already like around like $13. So most of the profit was already gained. So if you didn't get in the first 20 minutes, you were basically exit liquidity. Although it did pump as high as 75, so if you bought in like at $13, $20, you could have still made some money. I just did a quick trade. I didn't invest that much. I only invested like $500. I bought it like at at $25, and I sold it at $60. But I only invested $500, and I made a quick $700 return. So that's what I did. But I wasn't expecting to make money. I was just I just bought it just to see what would happen. But now it's exit liquidity. I don't recommend anybody buying it. You're pretty much just exit liquidity for Mr. Trump and his wife and all the insiders. They're cashing out slowly but surely. All the billions, that the liquidity is in this coin, they're cashing out little by little. As more retail and new investors buy in, they keep exiting out, and that's why the price is down from 75 all the way down to 17, and it did get as low as $14. Let's see how low it got. It got as low as, I guess that's the low because there's no month here. So I guess the low right now is $14.78. So I mean, yeah, definitely, I would stay away from the official Trump coin. Let's see what else is doing really good. Let's see any big numbers I see right here. Well, let's look at the channel favorites. See what the channel favorites are doing. I have a lot of favorites. I mean, a lot of the favorites are not here. Like Sui's not on the favorite list, although I should add it. But right now I'm only adding, most of the coins, that I still have, that I have good returns. Although Sui, I do believe, could still do, it has the potential to still do like a 8x from the price of today, Sui. But let's see, we got AVAX is up 3.2% up for the day. Like I said, XCN is up 15.3% up for the day. COQ, the Cockinu, the biggest winner on the biggest winner right now on the favorites is all the way up to let's see how many zeros is that? 6 zeros 95. So it did get as low as 6 zeros 55. Hopefully you bought that dip. If you did, you'd be up like a good 27%. And the Crowwood knife is 8.4% up for the day. Current price is 702493. It did get as low as 7017 on February 3rd trading day. That was after Donald Trump announced the tariffs he was doing on Mexico, Canada, and China, which basically crashed the market. But now it looks like all the coins are recovering. XLM is up 3.7% up for the day. Current price is 32 cents. So definitely, they're making a comeback. XRP, is doing pretty good, just being stable. It's been around 240, 245 price, for the last few days. Current price is 245, so it's just, recovering. It did get as low as like $1.72 after the Trump tariff crash. So, that's pretty good. It's been recovering. We got Axelar is up 6.3% up for the day. Hopefully you saw my video a few days ago when I was in the low 30 cents. I told everybody I had just bought some Axelar. And look at that. You'd be up right now. You'd be up, I think I bought it like around, I bought it, when it was around, like 32 cents. But, I made the video and told everybody, about it in the video when it was around 39 cents. So even if you would have bought it around 39 cents, I mean, you still be up a good, 20, 30% already. It's already up to 48 cents. It did get as high as 49 cents earlier. And then it's going to keep going higher. I mean, basically, 31 cents is the all-time low for Axelar. So that's why when I saw it around 32 cents, I had to buy it. I'm like, this thing's at its all-time low. And, it's got mass potential. I mean, it's got a lot of heavy backers. I mean, it's connected to, a bunch of ecosystems. It's connected to, over 60, main layer ones, like Avalanche, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, all the big layer ones, it's over 60 of them. So it's definitely going to be a big winner. It's like a bridge. It's like a bridge coin. It basically, it's going to connect all the layer ones and all the blockchain cryptos. Then we also got Jasmine, one of my favorite ones. It's up 2% up for the day, 2.4 now. Current price is 0.2324. Hopefully you've been buying the dip. I think it's a steal for Jasmine. I think Jasmine is going to be one of the biggest gainers this cycle. I mean, I bought it pretty close to the all-time low of 0.0028. I got it at 0.005, so I'm still up in my investment. Although after the tariff crash, after Trump tariffs crashed the market, it did get as low as 0.020, so basically 2 cents exactly, and it's just been kind of going sideways, at this range between 0.021 and 0.024, which is, I think, is a great price to pick up Jasmine. If you have some dry powder on the side and you want to invest to like a mid cap, that's it's not going to get rug pulled. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Pretty much going to have good gains. I do believe Jasmine could get to at least like the bearish case scenario is around 30 cents, and right now it's at 2 cents basically. So I mean, it has at least a 15x potential, but really I think it could get pretty close to $1. It might not break $1 because a dollar is a psychological number. Just like Bitcoin's having a hard time breaking through 100K and staying above 100K, Jasmine might have a hard time, breaking $1 because of that psychological barrier. But I do think if we get close, it might get to like 95 cents, right around there. So if it got to 95 cents, that's still like a good, like 40, like a good, like 45x, right around there from the price of today. And if you bought Jasmine even lower, I mean, that's even better. I mean, from the bear market low, if it got to 95 cents, that's like over a 300x. So that's why I do believe everybody's going to be FOMOing into Jasmine, once it gets over like, 30 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents. And once it gets close to $1, everybody's going to know about Jasmine, and everybody's going to be FOMOing into Jasmine. And I'm very bullish on the Jasmine team. 4 ex-Sony executives are running Jasmine. And we all know what these ex-Sony executives did with the Sony brand. They made Sony a household name. Everybody knows about the Sony PlayStation. Everybody knows about the Sony Electronics. So that's what I think they're going to do with Jasmine. Those Japanese ex-Sony executives, they're successful people. They know how to market a product, and they follow through with their projects. They don't just give up on them. They just keep on, going with them. And I do believe, the Jiangxin team, which is the company behind Jasmine, it's been around since 2016. Although Jasmine, wasn't launched until 2021. It was basically launched at the top of the bull run last cycle. That's why, it didn't really do that good last cycle. But, and it had a really bad bear market because, the team put all the coins into circulation in 2021. But they announced that they were going to do that. So, I mean, you have to pay attention, to the project and what they're doing. And they told everybody that they were going to dump all the coins. And that made the Jasmine price go all the way down from like it came out like like somewhere in the bear market in the top of the bull run. I think it got to as high as like $4.99, basically $5, and it tanked all the way to 0.0028. So basically it's hit rock bottom at 0.0028. And there's only one way to go once you hit rock bottom. That's why I bought Jasmine. I'm like, man, this coin's basically hit rock bottom. It's got all the coins in circulation. The total supply, max supply, and circulating supply is the same. 50 billion Jasmine. And it's got a great team behind it. And it's got a great roadmap. And it's got all the narratives. So that's why I had to buy it. So that's why I bought it at 0.005. I wish I would have bought it, at 0.0028. It's really hard to buy the exact low though. But I mean, I bought it at 0.005. So that was still pretty good in my opinion. But Jasmine's got all the narratives. It's got it's got an Internet of Things narrative. It's got like an AI narrative. It's got a Web3 gaming narrative. It's got a DePIN narrative. It's got a robotics narrative. It's even got a medical narrative. So they're getting their hands into everything. And like I said, the Jiangxin team, which is the company behind Jasmine, they've been working on this Jasmine project, since 2016. But the coin, the token Jasmine, didn't actually come out until 2021. So I mean, they have big hopes for Jasmine. They want to integrate Jasmine, all over the world. And I think it's going to be a real good utility coin with real world use. It's also got a real world asset use, real world asset narrative. So I mean, like this token is going to basically do everything, and it's definitely going to moon. I mean, the goal for the Jasmine team, they want to get it to they say it could get to as high as $17. Now I don't think it could go to $17 this cycle, but I do think it could get close to $1 this cycle. Maybe in the next bull run or the bull run after that, it could get to $17. But this bull run, I think it could definitely get to at least $1. So I think if you're a long-term investor and you want to hold for 10 years until it gets to $17, buying it at 2 cents, that's gonna be like, if it got to $17, that would be like, that would be like 1,000x, almost 1,000x. So I mean, if you're a long-term investor, at 0.2 cents, that's really, really good. But even right now at 0.2 cents, you still got a good 45x for this top of the bull run, in case you just want to hold to the top of the bull run. So definitely, don't miss out on Jasmine. Super, super good buy. Okay, but and Bitcoin is up 0.3% up for the day. So that's all the favorite coins right here. I got other favorites, LEI and WISP, but we'll go over that in a little bit. Let's go over the Bitcoin update. See what Bitcoin is up to at the time of recording. Looks like the current price of Bitcoin is $96,202. Like I said earlier, we had the CPI data come in. It was a little hotter than expected. I mean, year over year, it was expected to come in at at 2.9% change, but it came in at 3.0%, so it was a little bit higher. So it was hot, and month over month, it was expected to come in. Here, let's go back over here. See, month over month, it was expected to come in at 0.3% forecast, and it came in at 0.5%. So definitely, that's why, we had that dump. Bitcoin, it went all the way to 94K early this morning, and then it went all the way up to 98K, and now it's at 96,208. But I do believe the big pump is coming. It's about time. I mean, Bitcoin's been ranging basically between 90K and 100K for over 2 months and a half, ever since November 20th. So we're literally only about a week away for Bitcoin to be 3 months of just going sideways, ranging, consolidating between 90K and 100K. I mean, with a few weeks or a few days above 100K, I mean, we had a couple weeks, about 14 days where it did, where it was above 100K. But the rest of the 2 months and a half, it's been between 90K and 100K. So definitely, I do believe we are making higher highs and higher lows in the long term. So definitely, I do believe Bitcoin is ready to break out. I don't see anything bearish on Bitcoin. I don't see anything bearish in the chart. This is just normal action. Remember, in 2024, Bitcoin went sideways from March 2024 all the way, until October 2024. It went sideways, between like 50K and 70K. So I mean, it had that range, between 50K, 70K from March until the end of October, and it wasn't until the Trump, until Trump won the elections that it went parabolic. It wasn't until the election day that it went parabolic. And then we've been higher than 70K this whole time now, and I still don't think Bitcoin's gonna go to 70K or anything like that. There's a lot of bears out there, a lot of FUD out there. A lot of people are saying that the bull run is over, the altcoin season is canceled. They're saying that 109,000 was the top for Bitcoin. Now we're going to go into the bear market. I don't think that's the case. This is normal for Bitcoin. We're just in another consolidation range. Almost 3 months now. And remember, Bitcoin, 80% of the time, Bitcoin just goes sideways, and only about 20% of the time it has violent moves to the upside or to the downside. But since we are in the parabolic bull run phase, or like Raul Paul calls it, the banana zone, where everything goes up, I do believe the next violent move is going to be to the upside. So I mean, it could come at any time. It could come tomorrow, the next day, or within a few days or a week. But I do believe we are going to make a new all-time high here by the end of February. I do believe from here on we're going to start grinding up, and we're going to keep going up, and probably until sometime in mid-March. We're going to have a deep correction. I do see bearish things coming right around, mid-March. I do see like a big correction for Bitcoin, like a deep correction, and by a deep correction, I mean anywhere between a 30% correction or more. Could even go, as high as like a 50% correction. So, just to give you an example, I see Bitcoin, grinding up slower, grinding up slowly. Sometime by March, we'll probably be, by sometime, sometime by mid-March, we'll probably, do a local top around, somewhere between 120K and 138K, and then we'll have like a deep correction, like a 30% correction. So let's just say we get up to like 130K, by mid-March. Let's just call it even March 14th. If we get to 130K on March 14th, then a 30% correction would be right around 100K. So that's probably that's how I see Bitcoin playing out in the next month. I see Bitcoin grinding up. We're definitely going to get above 120K and make new all-time highs, but we have a potential to go as high as 138K. And then sometime right around March 14, give or take a few days, we'll probably see a big crash, a deep correction for Bitcoin. I don't think it'll be the end of the bull run. I think it'll just be one of those like mid parabolic bull run phase deep corrections, and and then we'll probably correct anywhere between 30-50%, and then we'll consolidate probably in a month or 2 or 3, and then we'll have another run to the upside in late 2025. And I do see Bitcoin topping off sometime in September 2025, and the price of Bitcoin is probably going to be somewhere around 180k, and somewhere between 180k and 250k. Now my reasoning for that is because Bitcoin has diminishing returns. Every cycle it does less gains. For example, in the 2017-2018 cycle, it did 129x from the bear market low to the top of the bull run, and on the 2021 cycle it did a 22x from the bear market low of 3,184 to the top of the bull run of 69k. So that was a 22x. Now this cycle 2025, I do believe it's going to be less, so it's going to be less than 22x. I'm thinking because of diminishing returns, I'm thinking somewhere between a 12x and a 17x. So the bear market low on this cycle, was made in November 2022, which was right around 15,400. But for easy math, I'm just going to round down to 15k. So if you take 15k times 12, that's about $180,000 price for Bitcoin at the top of the bull run. And if you take 15k times 17, that would be around 250k. So that would be my bullish case scenario for the Bitcoin top. So again, I expect Bitcoin to top off sometime in September, give or take a month, maybe in August or October of 2025. And the price is going to be somewhere between 180k and 250k because of diminishing returns, like I just explained a minute ago. So that's my price prediction for Bitcoin. Now, if you want to hear some hopium, some extra bullish news, some extra bullish hopium, let's listen to Cathie Wood here. Looks like Cathie Wood, she's like extremely bullish on Bitcoin. She loves Bitcoin. She's like Michael Saylor. Well, Michael Saylor is even more bullish. Michael Saylor says it's going to get to like 30 million or something. But Cathie Wood is saying that Bitcoin price could reach $1.5 million by 2030. That could happen. Nobody really knows 100% where Bitcoin is going to go tomorrow, the next year, or by 2030. But I'm thinking, it's not going to reach 1.5 million. I'll let you know what I think the price will be around 2030 here in a bit. But let's just read this article and see what Cathie Wood's got to say. So it says Bitcoin may reach 1.5. Bitcoin may reach 1.5. Sorry about that. Bitcoin may reach $1.5 million by 2030, says ARK Investor CEO Cathie Wood, citing rising institutional adoption and growing demand for Bitcoin as an asset class. Bitcoin's chances of reaching $1.5 million are improving as institutional investors increase their exposure to digital assets, according to ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood. Bitcoin has been trading under the key 100k level since February 4th after investor sentiment was pressured by global trade war concerns following new import tariffs announced by the US and China. Despite the temporary market slump, Bitcoin's odds of surpassing $1.5 million a coin have increased, according to Wood. Many people know us for our Bitcoin bull case, $1.5 million, said Wood during a video published on February 11th. So this is what she said. We actually think the odds have gone up that our bull case will be the right number because of what is becoming the institutionalization of this new asset class. So that's what she thinks. Let's read this last part right here. Many institutional investors are now looking at Bitcoin and thinking they need to add it to their asset allocation because their returns and risk profile looks so much different than all other assets in their portfolios would add it. So I guess she's very optimistical, and that's really good. I love her optimism, but I don't think by 2030 it'll be at $1.5 million just because of diminishing returns. So let's just say Bitcoin. Let's just take an average. Let's just say Bitcoin gets to like $200,000 at the top of the bull run I'm just taking a random number. If it gets to 200K, it'll probably have like a 75% retracement. On this last bear market, it had like a 78% retracement. So let's just take an average. It'll have a 75% retracement. So from 200K, a 75% retracement would be around 50K. Now there's diminishing returns. If it gets to 200K, Bitcoin would have to have done like a 13x, like a 13.5x, somewhere around there. So I'm thinking, since Bitcoin has been showing every cycle has diminishing returns, it'll have to do less than a 13x. So maybe once it gets to 50K at the next bear market, it'll probably do like a 10x. So that would be like $500,000. 50x times 10 is 500,000. So I think by 2030, it could get to like half, to $500,000, but not 1.5 million. Because actually 2030 was gonna be a bear market year. Because right now 2025 is gonna be the top of the bull run. 2026 is gonna be the bear market year. Then 2027, 2028, and 2029 are gonna be the 3 bull run years. So 2029 is gonna be the next top of the bull run. Where probably I could see Bitcoin, getting as high as $500,000, but not 1.5 million. And 2030 is actually going to be a bear market year. So 2030, Bitcoin could tank. Bitcoin could be under 100K again by 2030. So I definitely don't agree with Cathie Wood. I love her optimism, and I would love to be wrong. I would love it if Bitcoin, got to 1.5 million by 2030. If Bitcoin got to 1.5 million by 2030, we'll all be millionaires. If we're investing right now, we're long-term holders, investors, once Bitcoin gets to $1.5 million, that's going to make all our favorite altcoins moon, especially, the good altcoins, the good utility altcoins like Avalanche, Solana, XRP, XLM, Sui, AXL, Axelar, Jasmy, and even Crow and Knife and the COQ, even the meme coins are going to moon if, and the AI agents as well. The AI agents are going to super moon if, Bitcoin got to $1.5 million. That would make all our favorite altcoins moon. So I would love to be wrong. I would love Cathie Wood to be right, because that would make us basically instant millionaires. But I think by 2029, we might see a $500,000 Bitcoin, but not a $1.5 million Bitcoin. So, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope Cathie Wood is right, and I hope I'm wrong, because I want to be a millionaire. So there you go. So yeah. So let's see what other news we got here real quick, since we're talking about the news. Looks like Trump plans to pick a A16Z head of policy Brian Quintenz as CFTC chair. President Donald Trump is reportedly planning to pick Brian Quintenz, the head of policy at A16Z's crypto arm, as the next chair of Commodities Futures Trading Commission. U.S. President Donald Trump reportedly plans to select Brian Quintenz, the head of policy for the crypto subsidiary of venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, as chair of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Trump's intention to pick Quintenz as the next head of the CFTC was revealed on the document sent by the White House to Capitol Hill, reported on February 12. If Quintenz is confirmed to head the CFTC, it is widely expected that he will push for pro-crypto policy moves and establish his agency as the primary regulator for the crypto industry over the Securities and Exchange Commission. According to the same document, Trump nominated Jonathan Gould, a partner of global law firm Jones Day, as the controller of currency, heading the agency that regulates all U.S. national banks. Additionally, the document revealed that Trump has tapped Jonathan McKernan, who resigned from the Federal Deposit Insurance Corp. On February 11th as the new permanent head of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So there you go. I guess this is Brian Quintenz. He's going to be the next, chair of the CFTC, and he's super pro crypto. He's basically, he just resigned, from a crypto company, to be so he could be the chair of the CFTC. So I mean, he's coming from a crypto company, so he's definitely pro crypto. He probably owns a lot of crypto, so that's really bullish for crypto and all of us. If you're listening to me now and you're investing into crypto, you're pretty much early in the game, and this is going to be good for us in the long term. So this is the guy right here, Brian Quintens. He's going to be the next chair of the CFTC, appointed by Mr. Donald Trump. And in case you don't know, Donald Trump also appointed a pro-crypto SEC chair, Paul Atkins. He's about to be, be the new chair for the SEC as well. So Mr. Trump is, I guess he's, fulfilling his promises. He's, he's becoming a pro-crypto president. And I guess he's trying to make, the USA the capital of the crypto world. And he's trying to make, the USA, the capital of AI too. So that's why, that's really good for us. And that's why I really like AI agents, because, they're cryptos and they're AI. And since Trump is pushing cryptos and AI, you can't really go wrong on AI agents. Don't miss out on Lee AI. I've been talking about it every video. I mean, I don't want you guys to miss out. I think Lee AI is going to be a big winner this cycle. I mean, right now it's only a $7 million market cap. I mean, it's only at 0.007. It did get as low as 0.005, but I've just been buying the dip. I told you guys, I'm going to keep buying this dip because I do believe Leah could at least get to $500 million market cap, but I do believe it has the potential to get over $1 billion market cap or more. But I'm being conservative. I'm saying it could at least get to a $500 million market cap. And if it only got to a $500 million market cap, I mean, that's still like a good 50x from the price of today. But if it got to $1 billion market cap, that's like over 100x. So definitely, can't go wrong with Lee AI. I definitely think it's going to be a big winner. In case you don't know, Lee AI is the first video AI agent. She has a very good technology. She's kind of like ChatGPT, where you how on ChatGPT you write in the message. I mean, you write in the prompt. You ask ChatGPT a question through text, and then it answers you through text. Lee AI is that, but better. It's basically on video, and you can see the face expression she does, and you can listen to her voice, and you don't have to type it in. Basically, Leah AI understands your voice. All you gotta do is talk to her. You could ask her like, "Hey, Leah, what's the next crypto narrative, or like, what's the best crypto to invest in right now for a 100x?" And Leah AI will answer you. She understands your voice, and she'll speak to you clearly. And she has her own personality. She has like a very sassy and sarcastic personality, and that's also on video form. So you can see her face expressions as well. And if you didn't know she was an AI, I mean, you would think you were talking to another human. And pretty soon, Leah is going to be available on the App Store, on the Apple Store. You're going to be able to download, Leah, the Leah app, and everybody's going to be able to, download Leah and talk to her. I mean, she could be like your therapy. She could be like your psychologist. She could give you therapy. She could be like your chef. Give you like recipe ideas, how to cook food. I mean, you could talk to her about crypto, politics. You could talk to her about anything, the weather. She could basically be like your friend. You could just talk to her all day long, and she'll just answer you, like very human-like. Her thoughts and responses are very human-like. So it's definitely why I'm bullish on Lee AI. And once the app goes to the Apple Store, I mean, everybody's going to be downloading Leah, and everybody's going to know about Leah, and everybody's going to be FOMOing into Leah. So why wait until everybody FOMOs into Leah? Why not get into it early right now when it's only a $7 million market cap? Because once the app comes out, it's supposed to come out sometime in Q1 or Q2 of 2025. Once the app comes out, everybody is going to be downloading Leah and liking Leah, because everybody uses ChatGPT. So Leah AI is like a ChatGPT, but you could just talk to her and she'll answer you, way better than ChatGPT. Basically, everybody's gonna be FOMOing into Leah AI, and it's gonna, skyrocket the price. So, don't wait until the FOMO kicks in. Better, buy the dip right now, because I do believe Bitcoin is about to pump, and it's gonna make the cryptos pump as well. So don't miss out on Leah AI. Only a $7 million market cap at the time of recording, and only at 0.007 price. And it's got great tokenomics. The max supply and total supply and circulating supply are all the same. a billion Leah, so you don't have to worry about the team dumping on you. All the coins are already circulating, so it's got really, really good tokenomics. Don't miss out on Leah AI. Another AI play, another AI agent play is Wisp. Don't miss out on Wisp. It's already a $12 million market cap, but I mean, still pretty low. I talked about it when it was at 0.004 about a few days ago. I was letting everybody know that I bought some at 0.004, which was basically the all-time low. According to CoinGecko, the all-time low is 0.002. So I bought it at 0.004, which was only a 100% move from the all-time low. But now it's already, it's already at 446 percent up, over a 400% off the all-time low. I bought it at 0.004. I told all of you guys, that I just bought some. Hopefully you guys saw that video. That's why I subscribe to the channel. I'll be letting people know every now and then which coins to buy. But if you join the Patreon, you'll be getting the early access to all my picks. And then I let people here on the channel let everybody know. But if you join the Patreon, only $20 by the way. Get early access to all my picks before I say it on the channel. So look out for Wisp. I have a bunch of other AI coins, AI agent coins I'm investing into. Some are only like $1 million, $2 million market cap, but again, those are exclusive for my patrons. So definitely might think about joining the Patreon. Don't miss out on Wisp though. It's also got great tokenomics. Max supply is 1 billion Wisp. Total supply is 990,000 Wisp. The circulating supply is 999,990,000 Wisp. So basically it's the same as the total supply and max supply. So just about all the coins are in circulation, so the team's not going to dump on you. And I mean, it's still super good price right now. Only a penny, 0.12 is the price, and it's only a $12 million market cap. I could easily see this going also, easily getting to $500 million. I mean, easily getting to $500 million market cap. So I mean, that's like still a good, like 40-50x from the price of today. And it does have potential to go higher, maybe even $1 billion market cap. So you might be wondering, what is Wisp? So I'll give you a quick summary. So Wisp is a Web3 agents orchestration protocol that selects the most suitable agent for any given task and dynamically picks the best option for multiple agents in real time, ensuring seamless and efficient execution of crypto operations. So there you go. It's basically a protocol that hosts a bunch of AI agents, it'll pick, you could use any of them. It'll pick the best one, for depending on the crypto operation you want to do. So this DeFi place, this is like a DeFi crypto, which is like it combines DeFi and AI. And basically it's very, very a hot narrative right now, and I think it's going to do really good this cycle. So don't miss out on Wisp and don't miss out on Leah AI. Both are good DeFi plays. So there you go. Let's see if I got some other news here for you guys. More bullish news here. Okay, we just talked about this one. Looks like Franklin Templeton has launched a U.S. government money fund on Solana. Franklin Templeton, a financial services company with $1.6 trillion worth of assets, has launched its U.S. government money fund on Solana. Franklin Templeton, a U.S.-based financial services company with $1.6 trillion worth of assets under management, announced on February 12th that it had launched its on-chain U.S. government money fund FOBXX on Layer 1 blockchain Solana. The move marks the latest expansion of FOBXX, which launched in 2021 on other blockchains. FOBXX invests nearly 100% of its assets into U.S. government securities, cash, and fully collateralized repurchase agreements with minimal credit risk. As of January 31, 2025, the fund had a total of $512 million worth of assets with a 7-day effective yield of 4.2%. With this development, Franklin Templeton is expanding its Layer 1 blockchain footprint as Solana continues to grow its institutional participant ecosystem. A representative from Franklin Templeton said this: FOBXX is available on several blockchains, including layer 1 blockchains like Ethereum, Avalanche, Ethereum layer 2 blockchains like Arbitrum, Base, Polygon, Aptos, and others. It is considered the first U.S. mutual fund to use blockchain technology for record keeping and processing transactions, with one Benji token equal to one share in the fund. Franklin Templeton's FOBXX launched in Solana is following the heels of another tokenized institution investment fund that recently debuted on the network, the Apollo Diversified Credit Securitized Fund. So there you go. Looks like the government's definitely all into crypto. That's why I always and all these big institutions as well, like Franklin Templeton, BlackRock. I mean, they keep buying cryptos. BlackRock keeps buying Bitcoin. Franklin Templeton is putting all their funds into the Solana blockchain now. So definitely don't do as they say, do as they do. Remember Donald Trump, and Larry Fink, the BlackRock CEO, they were always, saying, that, like 4 years ago, Donald Trump saying, crypto was no good, that it was going to be bad for the dollar. And, Larry Fink, the BlackRock CEO, he was saying that, that crypto is a scam, that Bitcoin is a scam. And now look at Larry Fink. He's buying Bitcoin. He wants all the Bitcoin. He wants all of the Bitcoin. He wants to buy it all up. And he's selling it, to his to his clients through the ETF. And now look at Donald Trump. He's a pro-crypto president. He loves Ethereum. He owns a lot of Ethereum, Aave, Chainlink, and a bunch of other cryptos. And he even launched his own meme coin, the official Trump coin. And he made more billions off that meme coin than he ever did in his life. I think he made like $20 billion off that meme coin. He made that in like one day. He made more money off that meme coin than he did, working his whole life. So there you go. I mean, don't do as they say, do as they do. They're all, they bad talk. They all were, trashing crypto, but secretly they've been buying it this whole time. So, don't get, if you're feeling bearish, don't get bearish on crypto or Bitcoin. Don't listen to the FUD out there, that the altcoin season is canceled, that the top of the bull run is in, that we're heading into a bear market, that Bitcoin is going to go to 70K. I don't think any of those is going to happen. I think completely the opposite. Especially, right now that everybody's bearish, usually the opposite happens. Learn to be a contrarian in this market. When the market sentiment is bearish and everybody's very fearful, that's when you want to be greedy and you want to be buying the dip. That's when you want to buy the altcoins. That's why I've been buying this dip massively. I've been, stacking my bags. I bought some Axelar, Lee, Wisp. I've been buying some Crow with Knife, some Cockinu, some Avalanche. I've been buying a lot of coins. Because I know Bitcoin's about to pump and the altcoins are going to go higher. So don't listen to the FUD out there. I do believe the big pump is right around the corner. It could be tomorrow, the next day, in a few days, in a week. But definitely by the end of February and early March, I do believe Bitcoin is going to make a new all-time high, and the altcoin season is going to start. Probably sometime by the end of February, we're going to be in full blast altcoin season. So don't miss out on the altcoin season, and don't miss out on Bitcoin by listening to the FUD. It's better, to buy the dip, buy everybody's fear right now. Just like Warren Buffett says, you got to be greedy when everybody's fearful, and the time to be fearful is when everybody's greedy. Once you see everybody greedy, when Bitcoin is over 200K, and everybody's saying that Bitcoin is going to go over $500,000 or $1 million, then that's the time to be fearful. That's the time I'll be selling, when everybody's super greedy and super optimistic, saying Bitcoin is going to go over $500,000, it's going to go over $1 million. Then that's the time I'll be selling out. But right now, it's the opposite. The majority of people are fearful. They're saying the bull run is canceled. They're saying the altcoin season is canceled. So right now, it's the time I'm being greedy, and I'm buying all the dip. I'm buying everybody's fear. One last piece of news I have for you guys here. Wyoming Highway Patrol Union is thinking about adding Bitcoin to the balance sheet. The Wyoming Highway Patrol Association has adopted the Proof of Workforce Get Off Zero initiative and is reportedly exploring to add Bitcoin to its balance sheet. The Wyoming Highway Patrol Association, WHPA, a nonprofit organization supporting troopers, dispatchers, and civilian support staff of the Highway Patrol, is reportedly exploring the adoption of Bitcoin, including adding to its balance sheet Bitcoin. The plan is in partnership with Bitcoin education platform Proof of Workforce GetOp0 initiative to help labor unions, pension funds, and others learn about Bitcoin and its benefits. Proof of Workforce founder Dom Bay said this on February 12th statement, so today. So a portion of those Bitcoin funds would potentially be held in self-custody. Bay explained that Bitcoin is a reliable and stable long-term tool for workers and wage earners as the unpredictable fiat-based money system continues to expand and change. Should it go ahead, this may be the first time that a law enforcement association in the United States has adopted Bitcoin. So there you go. This is the official post by Proof of Workforce. This is what they said here. Just in, Wyoming Highway Patrol Association adopts Proof of Workforce GetOp0 initiative, potentially becoming the first law enforcement association in the U.S. to hold Bitcoin in its balance sheet. So yeah, more bullish news, guys. I mean, don't listen to the FUD out there. I mean, don't listen to what they say. Do as they do. I mean, everybody, is buying Bitcoin. BlackRock, Michael Saylor, Kathy Wood. I mean, all these big whales. All these government officials. They're buying Bitcoin. They secretly own Bitcoin. I bet even Gary Gensler owns a lot of Bitcoin and XRP. Actually, I know he does. I mean, I don't know 100% that he does, but I'm pretty sure he does. I mean, that guy was anti-crypto, but secretly he's been, buying Bitcoin and XRP and other cryptos, since a long time ago. So yeah, don't listen to what they say. Do as they do. So now even Highway Patrols are buying Bitcoin. Trump is buying Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a bunch of other coins. So definitely stay bullish. In all the states, there's over like 20 states that are trying to make a Bitcoin reserve for their state. So everybody's buying Bitcoin. I still don't think it's gonna get over 500,000 this cycle, like a lot of moon boys are saying. I still think no matter what the news is, no matter how bullish we get, no matter how bearish the sentiment gets, Bitcoin, as far as I know, still follows a 4-year cycle. And I'm gonna keep trading and making all my buys and sells according to the 4-year cycle until that 4-year cycle is broken by Bitcoin. Then I'll reassess and do otherwise. But right now, the Bitcoin 4-year cycle has not been broken. We have 1-year bear market and 3 years of bull run, and it hasn't been broken so far. This cycle, the bear market was from November 2021 to November 2022, and and after November 2022, Bitcoin has 3 years of bull run, and it's gonna keep going on its bull run until sometime November 2025. I'm thinking it's gonna top off around August, September, October 2025. But that's gonna be the 3 years of bull run. But of course, nothing goes up in a straight line. There are red days, there are corrections, there are sideways consolidation days as well. But it is grinding up slowly but surely. Bitcoin's gonna keep grinding up until late 2025, until the 3 years of bull run is up, and then sometime by the end of 2025 we'll probably start heading into the bear market, and 2026 is gonna be all bear market. 2026 will be the next bear market, and then 2027 will be the start of the next 3 years of bull run for Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trading and making all my buys and my sells according to the Bitcoin 4-year cycle until the Bitcoin 4-year cycle is broken. But so far it hasn't been broken, and I don't think it ever will. I think there's just a lot of FUD out there that that this time is different. No altcoin season. The Bitcoin bull run is over. I think history repeats. It's not exact, but it rhymes. So right now I'm still sticking to the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin, and I'm making all my buys and my trades and my sells according to the Bitcoin 4-year cycle. So that's about it, guys. That's pretty much it. I covered all the news. Just stay bullish. Don't get bearish on me. This is not the time to be bearish. This is the time to be bullish. Remember, we're in the third year of the bull run for Bitcoin, which is also known as the parabolic bull run phase, which is what I call it, or like Raul Paul calls it. He calls it the banana zone, where everything goes up. So remember, we're in the banana zone, the parabolic bull run phase. So don't listen to the FUD out there. I don't believe the altcoin season is canceled, and I don't believe the bull run is canceled. I do believe Bitcoin is about to pump. All this last week or two has just been the last shakeouts before the big pump. I do believe the market maker is just trying to shake everybody out, trying to shake all the weekends out, trying to get people to sell out of the positions. And when the majority of the people sell their coins, that's when the market maker flips the switch and makes Bitcoin and the cryptos go parabolic. And I do believe that's right around the corner. So stay bullish, and you'll reap the rewards here shortly. All right, well, that's all I got for you guys today. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, think about joining the Patreon. This Top Crypto Bull signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.